Real men are powerful, strong, influential. But this doesn't have anything to do with money or belongings. It can, but the idea that real men drive around in big expensive cars and have huge estates with acreage, and many huge estates with acreage, or even a big house or a big new car, this idea of male strength pales with the understanding that real men are fathers with emotional strength. Fathers with emotional skills are the real men responsible for the development of the culture, the development of humanity as we go, regardless of the continent we live on. Fathers who are strong enough to stay emotionally connected to the mothers of their children and to their own emotions will be clear, powerful guides for their children. Fathers who are fearful, angry, withdrawn, suffer with a weakness that comes from being convinced that they are their identity according to the culture, that the culture's determination of what's important is more important than their emotional connection with their children. Fathers who push their children or ignore their children because they're not going in directions that the fathers approve of or understand, weaken the family, weaken the culture, ultimately weaken themselves. Emotional connection is a key to the lock of happiness in families and in life. And if you're a man and you have children and you do not have a good emotional connection with their mother and with them, that's where the work is. You can't escape it. It's inside you. It goes everywhere you go. And every time you think of them, the emotions that you experience are indicators of your emotional connection and your emotional courage. The really strong men, the really powerful men, are men who can be tender, men who can be kind, men who have the understanding that power is not in things. It's in the use of the body, mind, to bring compassion to the difficulty of experience that comes to everybody. The most challenging thing that men experience, and I would say women too, and ultimately humans, the most difficult thing is witnessing and experiencing the suffering and pain of those we love without being able to relieve it. And this is the challenge of emotional connection and emotional strength. The willingness to be compassionate, to have empathy, and understand what our wives, what our children are going through, without forcing some solution, without putting our will to change things at the front of the line. It's when we're able to stay and wait and be a strong presence, which means facing our own challenges, facing our own emotional difficulties. It's when we do that that we are truly strong, truly powerful in the lives of our families.